The camera pans to a bustling Silicon Valley office space, young engineers typing furiously, late-night pizza boxes stacked in the corner, and accents from all over the world blending into a symphony of innovation. For decades, the United States has prided itself on being the global magnet for talent. But that magnetism has begun to lose its shine. In today's episode, we dive deep into a question that could reshape the global economy: can America's loss of immigrant talent become India's gain? And why did Donald Trump, with one policy stroke, decide to go nuclear on the H-1B visa program? This is not just a story of politics. It's about ambition, migration, economics, and the fight between nationalism and globalization. The H-1B visa has, for decades, been the golden ticket for skilled workers around the world. Every April, thousands of engineers, programmers, doctors, and scientists apply. And every April, the lottery decides their fate. For many Indian families, the dream was clear: excel in engineering or IT, crack the coding interviews, get picked by a tech giant in America, land the H-1B. This wasn't just about a job, it was about a new life. Better salaries, better schools for kids, and the prestige of settling in America. By 2019, Indians accounted for nearly 70% of all H-1B visas issued. In some tech firms, entire teams were made up of Indians. America needed them because its own talent pool couldn't keep up with the demand for STEM skills. But every dream has a backlash. Enter Donald Trump. Riding on a wave of nationalism and the slogan, "America First," Trump painted immigrants as both an economic threat and a cultural one. Manufacturing jobs had already fled to China. Now, he claimed, tech jobs were being stolen by cheap foreign labor. In rally after rally, the narrative grew sharper. They are taking our jobs. They are undercutting American workers. Why should Silicon Valley import coders from Bangalore when we have graduates in Boston? The H-1B became a convenient villain. Trump's administration tightened visa approvals, increased scrutiny, and raised the minimum wage requirements. The process became unpredictable and, for many, unbearable. For Indian families, the uncertainty was crushing. Stories of workers who had spent 10 years in the U.S., waiting endlessly for green cards, suddenly forced to return home, began making headlines. Dreams were being shattered, but beneath the rhetoric lay a bigger question: was America, by closing its doors, creating an opportunity for India? To understand the shift, let's rewind. For decades, America thrived on brain gain. The brightest minds from across the globe migrated, contributed to cutting-edge research, built companies, and paid taxes. Think of Satya Nadella at Microsoft or Sundar Pichai at Google, both poster boys of the H-1B pipeline. But now, with barriers rising, many aspirants began to rethink. Why uproot your life for a country that might kick you out any moment? Why gamble your family's future on an unpredictable lottery? Why wait decades in a green card queue when other countries offer permanent residency in months? Canada, Australia, and even smaller nations like Estonia sensed this opening. Their immigration policies became friendlier, their PR processes smoother, and their pitch clearer: if America doesn't want you, we do. And then, of course, there was India. For years, India has bled talent. Engineers from IITs and other top colleges viewed the H-1B as the ultimate escape. Parents celebrated their children's American job as the family's crowning achievement. But when the U.S. doors started closing, something shifted. Suddenly, Indian startups began to look attractive. The ecosystem was maturing. Venture capital was flowing in. Unicorns were being minted at record speed. Young engineers who once dreamed of Palo Alto began dreaming of Bangalore's Koramangala or Gurgaon's cyber hub.